Well, ladies and gentlemen, when stuff hits public domain, you know it's only a matter of time before you get a horror version of it. And Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie hit public domain. So here we have Screamboat from the producers of Terrifier and Terrifier 3, Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3, with David Howard Thornton as Steamboat Willie. Yeah. This is directed by the same man that brought you The Mean One or A Mean One, the Grinch, parody horror film. And he brought us this right here too, with David Howard Thornton as the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie, even though it won't say Mickey Mouse, obviously. This is, as far as, before we get into the movie, we'll get into the release here. This is a BDR from DeskPop Entertainment, on-demand titles, which you could run grab this, or you could wait because A Mean One, I think, had a steelbook released by Scream Factory or somebody after they did the BDR. But if you just want it now, you can get it digital, or you can get it on this. I will say this much: it is a BDR, and the audio is terrible. I had to crank my TV up to like 70 to really hear it because I had a fan on and it was just drowning out the complete dialogue. So I did have to complain about that because it's pretty bad. The movie, it's a bunch of people was on a boat and Steamboat Willie's there and he's massacring through them, and you got one set of people celebrating a birthday and they're all dressed up like Disney princesses, very similar to Disney princesses with very similar names to the Disney princess. So there's a lot of wink wink nudge nudge at Disney in here. Dialogue is, written with titles and song titles and quotes from Disney movies. There's Easter eggs about Disney movies in this. But the main thing you're going to enjoy is Mr. Steamboat Willie here when he does his killing sprees, because when he kills somebody, it's really graphic, it's really gory, there's a whole lot of blood. That is probably the highlight of it, other than the fact that it is a little bit funny here and there. The movie, though, does seem to run out of steam because it's almost 2 hours long, and that's just way, 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 way too long for something like this. Also, there is two other things I will complain about. The CGI is pretty obvious when there is CGI moments. When somebody's standing in front of a green screen, you know they're standing in front of a green screen. And Mr. Steamboat Willie here seems to change sizes. Yes, he's supposed to be like Mickey Mouse. He's supposed to be a small mouse, but sometimes he's pretty big, for what he is. Sometimes he's about leprechaun size, it looks like. And sometimes he's smaller than that. And I guess they just do it with the purpose of thinking nobody's going to notice because they know what they're dealing with. But trust me, if you are into horror films and you pay attention to anything, you're going to pick up on it. But like I said, the gore is good. It's probably the best part of it. Terrifier-ish at times. There is private body parts that is severed and threw around. There is blood sprayed everywhere. There's some clever kills here and there. But that is really it. I feel like the guy had a good time playing Steamboat Willie. He seems like he always gives it all, regardless of what character he's playing. Although we do not have another Art the Clown on our hands here. Although they do leave things open to go more into line with more of these movies, if they so wish to. Hopefully it doesn't get out of hand like the whole Pooh-verse. But for a one-off, it's okay. It's a 2.5 out of 5. If it was about 20 to 30 minutes shorter, I think we would have more to say in the positive light of it. But it is interesting for what it is, and it's not a complete waste of time if you just want to see this little fella right here of various sizes and these annoying characters here go toe to toe with them usually getting the bad end of it.